Okay, so the next style of buttercream that we are going to make is an American style buttercream. So much sweeter, not as sort of nicer mouthfeel, but holds really well with the cake. So we use this on the outside of the cake. So not as nice to eat, still a lovely eating buttercream, but not as nice as the Swiss meringues. Also a lot easier to get white because we add an extra ingredient here instead of just the butter. So when you're looking for a white buttercream, this is going to be a really good one for you. So it's just 3 ingredients, equal parts. So we're doing a 250 gram batch. So 250 grams of butter. Again, the same consistency that we had for our Swiss meringue. So slightly softer than room temperature. This is what we have. This is a vegetable shortening. So we use a commercial grade one of these, but what you're gonna look for is in the supermarket, your Copha. So you use them, who remembers chocolate crackle from when they were a kid? Oh my God, amazing. So that's the product that you use for the chocolate crackle. And we're gonna use that and we're gonna melt it down. And then you've got 250 grams of icing sugar. So we're gonna melt this down and then wait for it to come back to room temperature. So don't use it hot because then it's going to melt your butter. So you need to sort of be a little bit organized. Leave it, probably takes about half an hour. So you don't want it to reform, but you don't want it hot. Okay, so again, in our trusty little KitchenAid, you're going to pop your butter first. It just creates less splatter. If you pop your melted ingredients in first and then you pour your butter on, it's just gonna splatter everywhere, make a mess. No one wants to clean that up. So pop your butter in first, just like that. And then we're going to get our Copha vegetable shortening and pour that in over the top. Alrighty. Now, also what I didn't mention, the beauty of this recipe is that you can substitute the butter for Nuttelex and then you can have a dairy-free option, which is fantastic. We are going to add just a drop of milk later. Obviously you can choose not to use that or put in your favorite alternative to milk. But we make ours without the milk and it's perfectly fine. Whisk attachment on your KitchenAid. Now, with this, it is going to splatter, so you do want to pop your guard on your KitchenAid before you do this. We obviously use our commercial machinery and that all has guards, but it still manages to go everywhere. You want to start it really low. You want to wait for it to incorporate before you hit it, because we are going to hit it. We are going to do it really high for 10 minutes, but you do need to make sure that you're starting really low or else you're just going to have crap all over your kitchen. And just wait for that to... All right, we're just gonna wait for that to incorporate a little bit. Sometimes that can take a minute or two, and then you're gonna crank it up to high and you're gonna leave that for 10 minutes. The secret to really good American buttercream is time, okay? So we're gonna have this mixing for over 20 minutes. And then there's another little tip and we're gonna do it again the next day. So you do wanna prep this the day before. Alrighty, so if you wanna come and have a look, this is just getting to the point where we wanted to, where we're gonna really crank it up. All right, so that's been another 5 minutes and now that's beautiful and fluffy. And now we're going to add in our icing sugar. So again, we're gonna give it a nice scrape down. Oh, the scraping, always the scraping with buttercream, mixing and scraping. We're gonna add that in. And then we're gonna give that a mix as well, just so, again, it doesn't go all over your kitchen because we all know what icing sugar is like. Okay, a little bit of a mix in there. All right. And again, another 10 minutes. 5 minutes, scrape down, 5 minutes, all done. And again, start on slow. All right, so that is done. So some beautiful American buttercream there, ready to decorate our cakes. And now what we're gonna do with this is we are going to pop it in the fridge overnight and then use it tomorrow, because what you will find happens is if you use it too fresh, it's a bit more difficult to work with. It will have air bubbles. So I like to refrigerate it overnight, bring it out, bring it back to room temperature, re-whip it with the paddle attachment this time for another 5 minutes, and then you can use it to decorate your cake. So next video, we are going to start decorating some cakes, and I'll show you what I mean by the paddle attachment and how long we do that for.